Hi everybody, my name is Pulkit Chabda, and in this video we'll be discussing the next question of the ongoing series, which is C alternating subsequence. So let's read the problem out. The problem says that recall that a sequence B is a subsequence of a sequence A, and you can read the definition. It's the definition of a standard subsequence. You are given a sequence A consisting of n positive and negative elements. There is no zero element in the sequence. Okay. Your task is to choose maximum by size, length, alternating subsequence of the given sequence. That is, the sign of each next element is the opposite of the sign of the current element, like positive, negative, positive, and so on, or negative, positive, negative, and so on. Among all these subsequences, you have to choose one which has the maximum sum of elements. So basically the subsequence should first have the maximum size, and out of all the subsequences which are alternating as well as have the maximum possible size, we need to tell the maximum sum that is possible within those subsequences. In other words, if the maximum length of this alternating subsequence is k, then your task is to find the maximum sum of elements for some alternating subsequence of length k. All right, you are given you have to answer t independent test cases. The input format says that the number of test cases can be up to 10,000, and for each test case the number of elements in the sequence can be up to 2 into 10 raised to power 5, and the second line contains those n numbers that can be from minus 29 to 189, and ai will not be equals to 0. It is guaranteed that the sum of n over all test cases will not exceed 200,000, right? So we have to just output the maximum possible sum for a maximum length alternating subsequence for each test case, right? So for let's discuss the test cases first. It, if we see for this, we know that the subsequence, the highest, the longest subsequence will be of length 2. It will be positive negative, so we can simply choose the highest positive number, which is 3, and the largest negative number, which is 1, and the answer is going to be 2. And in this case, as all of the numbers are negative, we know that there will be just subsequence of size 1. The alternating subsequence will be of size 1 only, so we just choose the highest. So either this one or this one, the answer will be -1. In this case, we can see that the first number is negative and then some positive numbers are there, so we'll have to choose this negative number because we want our length to be maximum. And if we do not choose this, then our length is not going to be maximum. Now out of these three positives, I can choose the highest, which is 8. Then these two are negative, I can choose the one with with the higher value, which is -4. Then 5 I'll have to choose. Then I have two negative numbers, I can choose the higher one and then 1, so I'll get the answer accordingly. I hope you would have noticed something is in this test case. I'll anyway be discussing the solution now. I'll be explaining the method that I can think of, and if you want to think it for yourself. So let's say the sequence that we have is something like n n p p p p and so on, then some negatives and then some positives and so on, right? N represents negative and p represents positive. So uh, to ensure that the length of the subsequence that I choose is the maximum possible length, I'll have to choose at least exactly one negative out of these two negatives, and then exactly one positive number out of these four positives, then exactly one out of these negatives, then out of these positives one, and so on for the rest of the array, right? If I miss any one of the numbers, then the length will basically not be the maximum possible. Let's say if I don't include one of these negatives, then my length will be L minus 1, the maximum length minus 1, right? So now if I know that I'll have to choose one of these, one of these, one of these, and one of these, what I can do is I can simply basically choose the one which has the largest value, because I want the sum to be maximum possible, right? It is as simple as that. I'll be implementing it now. I'll just copy the test case. This is the first line will be the input of the test case, then the number of elements, then basically the array, just take the input. Let's initialize our answer by 0 because finally I'll be printing the answer. Now let's start iterating. Now the first number can be negative or positive, so we need to iterate till the sign of the numbers is equal to the first number, and then we'll choose the maximum out of those. So I'll make another function which will give me the sign of the function, sign of a number. Let's say sign int num, return num is greater than 0, right? If it returns 1, then our sign is positive. If it returns 0, then it means it's negative. So what I can do here is I'll iterate for int j equals to I. Let's say int j is here only. For j equals to I, j is less than n, and basically sign of j equals, or let's use a while loop. While j is less than n, that means it is in the range, and the sign of arr I should be equal to the sign of arr j, and out of all these numbers I want the maximum number, right? So what I can do is I can initialize my maximum by let's say arr I, and I'll just keep doing mx equals to max of arr j comma mx and j plus plus, right? Now let's say our first three numbers were -1, -2, -3, then 4, 5, 6. Now in the second iteration I want my I to be pointing here because I have already added to my answer. I just added answer plus equals to mx, right? And now after this I want my answer to be I want my I to be pointing towards this 4. So when the j the inner while loop will end, earlier j will be here, then here, then here, then j will basically reach the 4 value. Now what I can do is, after running the loop, I can say I equals to j minus 1, right? So I'll do this and let's try and run it. The test cases output match. Let's try and submit it. I'll go through the code once again in the meanwhile. Yeah, so we first took the number of test cases as input, then n and the array for each test case took the input, initialize the answer by 0, then while iterating the array, let's say the sign of the first the current element is positive, and let's initialize our mx by array I. Now I'm taking another variable j which will iterate till j is less than n, and basically the sign of the jth element is equal to the ith element. I am basically moving forward till the sign is same, because I have to select exactly one of those elements, and I have to select that element whose value is the highest. So I am taking the taking a note of highest value using this line, and I am doing j plus plus. Now after that I want my I to point towards the just next element, so I'll just do I equals to j minus 1. I haven't done I equals to j here because it will be incrementing I by 1 by default, so I'll just I keep the j minus 1 value in the I, right? And I am doing answer plus equals to mx because I want the maximum of these values to be added to my answer. Simply print the answer, then simply print the answer, right? Yeah, it has been accepted. So I hope the solution is clear. This was it for this video, guys. See you guys in the next one.